everyone. My name is Nandini Sampat and I wanted to talk to you all today about women in architecture and design. So I thought I would contextualize this topic with the Women in Design conference that we had earlier this year in January of 2020. We were very fortunate to have an incredible lineup of women with us, and I thought I would share with you the 3 takeaways from this conference for me. The first, passion. It was incredible to see these women talk about their journeys and their stories through architecture and design, art, photography, film. There was such passion in what they spoke about, and it was almost tangible. I remember when Vibha Bakshi, the director of the documentary Sunrise, award-winning national documentary, post her documentary, there was people who were literally shaking in their seats and stood up for a standing ovation. So there's such passion in all the verticals of design, whether you were looking at Billy Sien talking about her work in New York with the Obama Library, just understanding the amount of depth and intuitiveness and passion that goes into that project, or whether it was Morag Mayaskow talking about her history from her parents and grandparents coming from the circus and how it evolves today in her work, whether it's with children's hospitals or sustainable materials. There was such a breadth of passion across so many different topics. The second, collaboration. So collaboration today is something that is developing so much more, but I think was always present, and this was another aspect that we learned about in these presentations, whether the women architects collaborated with the community, with their countries, as we saw Salma Damlouji from Lebanon really working in war-torn countries, or whether it is Shimul Kadri working in India, in different parts of India, using local materials, working with local communities. So it was really about where those beginnings are, and that connection of architecture with these collaborative ideas really expansing the globe and very much grounded in our Indian reality today. So collaboration, even looking ahead, is something we've got to think about post this pandemic period, post COVID-19, where perhaps we have to collaborate more together with health services, with more sustainable means, and with more verticals, so as to ensure that we can provide safer spaces for everyone. The last was humility. And humility was a common thread that I found was present in the conference. Here was a group of amazingly accomplished architects, designers, artists, people from the construction industry, women from textiles, women from rural areas, from urban areas, all coming together, and there was such a sense of almost humanity that connected all the stories, and this was incredibly inspiring. It reinforces the will in each of us to know that we need to focus on our work and do good within each of us and not worry about anything else. Keep grounded as such. To talk about the women that have been inspiring through the journey of life, there are so many women in architecture, design, and art that come to mind, but one that is close to my heart is Frida Kahlo. I think I admire her because of her immense strength, her ability to translate that into amazing pieces of artwork, her activism in political life, in community, and she really became a symbol of strength and women for her country. The other person I have to say is my mentor through my architecture, design, and my journey of life itself, which is my mother, Brinda Somaya. She really epitomizes all the 3 aspects that I discussed earlier, whether it's passion, humility, and collaboration. And I have found myself in the very fortunate position of having learned under her how to run the studio and how to think about architecture and design in perspective of a nation building activity and in perspective of being able to contribute to the society at large.